Welcome to episode 4 of Infinidat's Red Hat Solution Series. This is Mike Jochimsen, Director of Alliances at Infinidat, a Red Hat certified ecosystem partner. Today's topic is resilience for OpenShift. With me today is Eric Herzog, CMO of Infinidat. Welcome, Eric.
Thanks, Mike. Great to be here and join you for the Red Hat Solution Series from Infinidat.
Before we start, I thought it would be helpful to remind people to review our previous episodes in our Red Hat Solution Series, which describe the Infinidat CSI driver and the value it brings to OpenShift customers, the work we did with Red Hat in our lab to scale OpenShift virtualization environments, and our high availability solution for OpenShift. Eric, resilience traditionally meant disaster recovery and backup, but that concept has expanded to include cyber resilience. Can you describe Infinidat's next generation data protection offerings and how they enhance cyber resilience?
Mike, Infinidat is the industry leader, whether you talk to cybersecurity analysts or storage analysts, how we have embedded cyber storage resilience and cyber storage recovery into storage platforms. Our next generation data protection solution encompasses protection and recovery and resilience for primary storage workloads on the InfiniBox platform, both the InfiniBox Hybrid and the InfiniBox SSA All Flash, and on the backup target solutions side with the InfiniBox Hybrid or the InfiniGuard solution. For primary storage workloads, this involves our InfiniSafe technology, our InfiniSafe automated cyber protection, also known as InfiniSafe ACP, and our InfiniSafe cyber detection. These are the key pillars for next generation data protection from Infinidat. As our customers have moved to containers and backup applications have introduced support for container workloads in Kubernetes, we have, of course, moved with them, which is covered, of course, in our earlier webinars. Infinidat supports all major Kubernetes backup solutions with our Kubernetes CSI driver. If customers want data reduction on the server side, then you would use the InfiniBox Hybrid as the target device. If you want data reduction on the storage backup appliance side, then you use the InfiniGuard, our purpose-built backup appliance.
Thank you. And I know this has become very critical for OpenShift customers who are deploying VMs and mission-critical workloads on containers. Can you describe the pillars of the next generation data protection offering?
There are 6 key elements in our solution. This comes with the Infuse OS. 5 of them are at no charge, including ACP, and only 1 of them do we charge for, our cyber detection, and we only charge for the amount of storage that you scan for cyber detection. The key capabilities are our immutable snapshots, which we guarantee the recovery time and also guarantee their immutability, logical and/or remote air gapping, separating the management and the data plane, fence forensic environments. Once you've had an attack, you need to make sure that what you recover is referred to as a known good copy. So you need to scan that and make sure that what you are recovering, in fact, does not have malware or ransomware included. Our near instantaneous recovery is guaranteed in writing. Now, combined, they facilitate the creation of environments that can rapidly recover from cyber attacks. In fact, as addition to that immutability guaranteed, our snapshots are guaranteed. For primary storage on the InfiniBox and the InfiniBox SSA, we guarantee recovery in 1 minute or less. That's right, 1 minute or less. And on the InfiniGuard, 20 minutes or less. In fact, every quarter we happen to do a webinar live on our cyber resilience technology. We always recover primary storage, either on an InfiniBox or an InfiniBox SSA, and we always recover a backup repository. Well, we recently recovered primary storage 4 petabytes in 4 seconds. I kid you not, 4 petabytes in 4 seconds. And on the backup side, we've recovered multiple times either a 25.5 petabyte Veeam repository or a 25.5 petabyte Commvault repository. In both cases, those recoveries were between 11 minutes and 30 seconds and 12 minutes and 45 seconds. Again, well under the 20 minutes guaranteed. Now, InfiniSafe ACP is an early warning system that focuses on the storage side. It seamlessly integrates with data center-wide cybersecurity technology. So, for example, your SIM or your SOAR cybersecurity software package, if you have a security operations center, of course referred to as a SOC, or your backup applications, ACP can trigger an immutable snapshot right away. So let's take an example. So If you have snapshots set up at every 12 hours, and it's 10 o'clock a.m. California time, and at 10:15 a.m. California time, one of your SIM or SOAR applications senses a cyber threat. Do you want to wait all the way until 10 o'clock at night to take that snapshot and possibly be exposed to a cyber attack? Absolutely not. So, because as we talked about in one of our earlier podcasts, our snapshots have no impact on performance, even for your highest transaction databases, why not click off an immutable snapshot? ACP seamlessly integrates with the SIM, the SOAR, the SOC. It sends a note to us through APIs, and we automatically start taking action. No having to call the storage admin, no sending an email, no sending a text, no doing all three, obviously, because cyber threats can cost you billions of dollars. Just refer to some of the public filings at the SEC where now a cyber attack needs to be publicly reported if you're publicly traded. So you can also automate the validity of those snapshots. So we have our InfiniSafe cyber detection, which uses AL and MI technology to scan snapshots, volumes, and all kinds of other areas, files and file system too. Well, guess what? If you have it set up with our ACP, the second that cyber threat is sensed, sends a note to us, we take a snapshot of whatever you want snapshotted, and if you are a customer with cyber detection, you can then go ahead and automatically use cyber detection to scan that snapshot. If you don't have cyber detection, again, you call over your data center experts, your Oracle expert, your Mongo, Cassandra, the various workloads, and keep that in a fenced forensic environment. We talked about that earlier. And then what you can do is go ahead and use those application owners to scan. Of course, you can automate that process, as I mentioned already, with InfiniSafe cyber detection, which has been validated by industry analysts at 99.99% effective. So having that automation is a great way to make sure you have a known good copy before you do that intelligent and, of course, near instantaneous recovery, guaranteed with our guaranteed recovery SLAs, Mike.
That was a great overview. I know our OpenShift customers are already benefiting from Infinidat's next generation data protection. Thanks for joining us for this episode in our Red Hat Solutions series. Stay tuned for future episodes covering topics such as enhanced VM migration and Infinidat's certified management integration for InfiniBox, which is included in the Red Hat Ansible automation platform.